Speedy Tuesday, Bashers. Hey, everybody. How are you all today? It's great to see you. Sorry about this ongoing thumbnail YouTube nonsense where I put that thumbnail up 2 days ago thinking, because I came up with a good one, and I thought, oh, I'll just put it out early. Why not? Therefore, I'm not scrambling before the show. But unfortunately, what seems to be happening, and listen, I don't work for YouTube. I work on YouTube. And I love all your comments. I know Dave Fahrenheit 451 was the first guy because I saw it. Lucky for me, because YouTube has been deleting all of the comments prior to who knows when. They just pick and choose. And I did get onto them today, and there's no one to speak to at YouTube. It's just a place where you speak to some bot that says its name was Susie. I spoke to Susie today, and once again, Susie just gave me the same rigmarole, and it was basically I have to show proof that it's happening. And I said, well, I have a copy of what it looked like before, and I have a copy of what it looked like after. And for some crazy reason, they want me to have a video where the chats are there, and then all of a sudden they vanish. I don't know what difference that makes, and I don't understand. And I apologize. It's out of my control. There's nothing much I can do about it. I'm sorry. But we have some interesting news today. We have a brand new Speedmaster came out. But first, I'll say hello to everybody in the room, and then we'll talk about it. Speedmaster Tuesday, as you all know, and there's a brand new pilot watch out by Omega, and it is gorgeous. I think 40 millimeters, 9,900 looks great. 9,900 movement price. I actually haven't checked the price on that, but we'll do that together. Let me turn this up. Sounds a little low to me. We got some adages from our good friend Julian. Old age is like everything else. To make a success of it, you've got to start young. Indeed. What did I just watch the other day? It was a celebrity, and they were talking about the things that they wish they had done sooner. I'll remember it, but it's true. Like, you know what? Anything that's start getting in the way of what my glasses are crooked, that is getting in the way of you starting your dream situation in your life, be it a move, be it a job, be it a new hobby, learning how to play guitar or drums or whatever it is. You know what? Think about starting tomorrow. And I don't mean that in the proverbial way. Start now, because life is too short, and it does go by too quickly, as we know. I was surprised when I started getting older. I always thought it was one of those things that would happen to someone else. Indeed. I worry about what the neighbors will think. They don't. Sometimes I wish I was an octopus so I could slap 8 people at once. Where do you come up with these, Julian? Sometimes I meet people and feel bad for their dog. That happens to me every day because of the invaders in my neighborhood. They all have these fancy prancy dogs, and they don't seem to care about them. It's just a Fendi bag. It's just a Louis Vuitton. It's just Hermes. It's just gross the way, because they're all purebreds. It's not somebody with like some scroungy mutt. And you don't see the love in it anymore. It's because they're always on their phone while they're dancing around, going to the dog park. It's gross. Why do we spend so much time looking for intelligent life on other planets? I'd be happy to find intelligent life here on Earth first. It's very true. Everything for me is visual. That's just how my head works. And to build may have to be the slow and laborious task of years. To destroy can be the thoughtless act of one single day, one single minute, and one single idiot. And we have a lot of them, unfortunately, in the world. We've got... It'd be interesting to see, and I don't get all that political on my regular show, but it is very interesting to see what's happening over in Syria right now with the ousting of Assad, that scumbag. Did you see his cars? Did you see the people of Syria looting his palaces? Wow. It just makes me want to go to Ireland, pick up Niamh O'Malley, get on a plane, and start handing out wealth to people. It makes me feel dirty and disgusting to see that these people have been living under this tyrant for as long as they have and starving his people. 90% of the people of Syria live under the poverty line. And, thank God tonight it's them instead of you comes to mind once again. Holy shit. He had every Ferrari model that I know of. He had Aston Martins. He had Jaguars, and he had Mercedes-Benz, and he had Porsche. He had every single supercar. He had a McLaren, and numerous versions of them in multiple colors. And you see his house. It was an absolute palace while his people starved. Disgusting. Shit, I was right. YouTube deleted all again. They sure did. Dirk, maybe you should open up the thumbnail a few hours beforehand, 64 hours before the show is asking for trouble. That's why I act the exact reason why I did it, Dino. I felt like maybe because I do it at random times, if I have an idea that, here's how it works. I've got a show tomorrow. Grail Watch Wednesday. I have a name for just about every show. And Grail Watch Wednesday. So generally something will come into my head for an image, and then I'll get on ChatGPT and I'll start designing the idea for the thumbnail. And if it comes up pretty quickly, I'll go into Photoshop, do what I got to do, and then put it up online. And then everybody starts doing their thing, which is so great. And it's so important because one, Basher of the Day is really important. It's part of our whole culture. It's really great. I sent one to Emmett. I sent one to Emmett, and then, he was like, "Oh man, you didn't have to do that." He goes, "I feel like I'm taking away from the Bashers," and I was like, "Well, you were number one, baby. You deserve one too." He's like, "I don't want you to put in all that work." I was like, "Ah, man, I'll put in all the work for that guy because I love him. He's amazing." Don't let what other people think stop you from doing the things you love. Just what I said before. Do it. Mr. Sisto is back in the room. Hello, Nico. Great to see you here. Great to have you back in the fold and being back on the show. I'm so happy. And thank you for everything. Handsome Joe LaFaro's here. Houston, we have a problem. And Ken Furby's here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dirk. I've been absent without leave for a few days away. Always return for Speedy time, though. Me too. Loving the mission control artwork, Dirk. You've got AI. I'm getting it. I'm getting the ones that I want. I fought it for me. I had the guy that didn't look like me, and then I subscribed to ChatGPT. It's not like I pay for it, and I pay for the good one so I can get better thumbnails out for you guys. And it has just gotten it has gotten markedly better in the last 2 months. It is every day. Now there's voice on it, so I can say, "Hey, Chat GPT, what I'd really like today is I want," and I had given them characters' names. You have to be very careful about using things or people that might be considered copyright. Like, for example, like players in the NASA, family that everybody knows the names of all the famous mission command folks. If I mentioned their name, it would say due to copyright infringement. So I had to describe each and every one of them, what kind of room, how high the ceiling was. So it goes for that one. Took a little bit of time, and that's probably why I got it out of the way. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy stuff, and I'm glad you liked it. I am getting to the point now where I pretty much know what to say and what not to say, so that the revisions. I'll give you an example. Last Sunday, first try out. Friday with the musicians, the Picasso style thing. First time out. I had no adjustments, straight into Photoshop, iBashers logo out to you guys. In general, it takes 12 to 15 different try agains to make the thumbnail what my vision of it is. Just like any kind of thing. While I'm not actually physically painting the thing, I am dictating. I'm assading the Chat GPT. Happy Speedy Tuesday, everybody. Upvote and thanks, Dirk. Great thumbnail. Thanks. I'm glad. I'm so like this is I'm getting so much feedback from the thumbnails now, and I'm so great because they're it's a considerable amount of work, and I love doing it. It's creative. I get to be creative on a daily basis. While I said I don't paint it, I get to kind of just it's almost like, I guess, if I'm calling up Dino and saying, "I just bought a country manor, and this is my vision for the garden." Like you have a vision in your head, and then you need somebody great to come along and make it exactly or even better than you dreamed. Because obviously, when you get somebody like ChatGPT uses, now I'm saying in the style of Seurat or whomever, whatever artist, Rembrandt, Vermeer. I always go to the same like 5 guys because those are the ones I like the most, and so you have to go and do that. And I love that everybody's like really enjoying them, because I think I'm pretty much getting the Basher aesthetic together, and it's working out pretty good, and I appreciate it. I wanted them to all be smoking because everybody smoked in Mission Control when you watch Apollo 13, and it just said a couple of times like gave me like smoking laws. It's like everybody in the 60s were smoking cigarettes in elevators. It was ridiculous, but You get it. There's ways around it. I actually physically put the cigarette in the cigarettes in his pocket and the cigarette in his mouth. I actually put that in there. I copied and pasted it from somewhere else and used Photoshop to get it in there. But anyway, what are you going to do? New Omega Speedmaster Pilot Flight Watch released. What do you think? Well, we're going to talk about it in a minute. Mr. Minichello is here. Hey, Dirk, everyone. I hope all is well. Everything's great. How are you, dearest Angelo? Carlos Pocky's here. Hey, Dirk and the Cool Club. Hope you're doing well. Doing pretty good. Today's a pretty good day, other than them erasing people's stuff. I feel erased. What is that? Cynthia Erivo. So there was like a controversy a couple of months back. Let me pull that up. It's a funny thing to talk about. The Wicked poster controversy. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if they have pictures of it, and then I'll share it with you guys. Do they? They should. This is for. Oh yeah. This is great. Okay. Ready? This is funny. I'm glad you brought that up. So, Wicked came out and it's doing very well. I haven't seen it because I don't really care, but I will go see it because everybody I know says it's really great. So Cynthia Erivo, who's a singer, Broadway star, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This was the original poster that they put out. Tell everyone, Wicked movie tickets on sale now. This was the poster. And this is a poster that a fan made to make it look more like the original Broadway production poster, because Broadway people like the Rent Nuts and the what was that show? Dear Evan Hansen. The kids are crazy for keeping things the way they like them. So this was the poster they used for the movie, and this was the poster with the red lipstick and the brim covering her face, and she went bananas. She tried to she said, "This is the wildest, most offensive thing I've seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me. That is just deeply hurtful." I think I would call that overreaction. It's just a fan poster. Fans, say things and they do things and they love it and they wanted it. What would it look like if it looked like the real poster with the new actors in there? She's just I don't like her. And I'll tell you why I don't like her. She's a fabulous actress and a fabulous singer. She is incredibly talented. But whenever I see her in interviews, she just seems very stuck up and very full of herself. And for her to say something as stupid as that, it's just, come on. Can we just stop? Can we just stop with the nonsense? A fan made it. A fan who loves you and loves the movie and probably saw it 50 times already. And the movie's a big hit. And lucky you. Lucky you. And how did I get started on that? From Carlos Paggi? How did I run to it? Carlos Paggi says, "Welcome to the Cool Club." Yeah, indeed. Melly C is here. Happy Speedy Tuesday. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Tom Flies is here too. Hi, folks. Upvote Dirk. Please upvote. It really helps out. They might erase your comment, but, we'll get more action on the channel. Drew B. Coffee, as always. Delicious, delicious. And look at that froth on that. Would you look at that? Look at this. In my handsome Joe LaFaro Henkel's glasses. This is just delicious. Dirk loves black coffee. I just love, and like I've said this a million times about stuff. I am a coffee snob to an extent where I love great espresso. And I have favorites, you all know. But I'll just drink anybody's coffee because I just love coffee. Just as long as it's not that acidic, like real crappy, like Starbucks-y type that tastes burnt. Starbucks is just blech. The worst coffee I've ever tasted. $6 a cup. Gross. This coffee couldn't possibly be smoother than it is. It's just outrageous. But like pizza, I love great pizza too, but I'll eat airplane pizza. I'll eat airport pizza. I'll just eat it because I like it. I like cheese and bread and sauce, and I like coffee. And I'll just go, wow, this coffee sucks, but I'll still drink it. YouTube robots named Bob the Bot. Yeah, I had Susie Dean, Susie, and she's like, "Let me get this straight, Dirk. I'm not quite understanding. You made comments that are no longer there." I said, "No, not comments. My subscribers make comments, and my subscribers are very important to me. What they say is basically my entire show." And like, well, we need some kind of video proof. They want video proof, and I don't know why that is. It's just absolutely nuts. Andy M is here. Good evening, kind sir. Hoping you and yours are doing well and everything is good in your world. So far so good. I can't, like, why am I going to complain? I have lots of things to complain about, but you do too. And if you want to complain on my show, you can. I don't mind. Well, hey, it's a whole topic. Evening all. It's Mr. B, Eric B, the biggest hands in the room. Gabri says, let's go Catsmanauts. I love Catsmanauts. It's the greatest thing ever. Mission starring John Meow. Meow. Harry Paws harassing female colleagues, smoking and eating first-class Cosmo food. Fantastic. Oh, that's a great one. Oh, you just gave me tomorrow's show, Gabri. Thank you so much. Do I look elated? I just realized tomorrow's is going to be a Mad Men featured. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do an office. That's great. I haven't done something like that yet. And I love mid-century modern everything, 50s, 60s aesthetics, the clothes, the cars, the buildings. I love all that stuff. I was born at the wrong time. The wrong time. Super cool mission control thumbnail. Thanks so much. Control room gone to the dog. Sorry, cats. I could have done that next time. Mr. Glenn Parker. Hey, speaking of people, Glenn Parker. Good evening, everyone from Prague, where me and the wife decided to do our own personal In Excess Never Tear Us Apart tour. Never tear us apart. Amazing song, amazing artist. What a rock star that guy was. Glenn, you said you have a video. You know what to do, right? Send me that video at gmail.com. Basherdirk at gmail.com. That is Basherdirk at gmail.com. Send me the video you said you had of, I think you said you had a video of the comment section when they vaporized. And maybe that'll solve our problem. Maybe they'll have to say, oh, well, stand on your head, touch your left arm to your ear. I mean, who knows what they're going to tell me after that? I don't know. But that would be great. We'll fight fire with fire. They wanted, you wanted the best and you got the best. The hottest band in the world, Bashers. Andy M says, sometimes the devil is the best devil. The violence in Syria is just beginning. Islam can be a cruel master. Religion of all kinds can be cruel masters when people are hypnotized, mesmerized. I don't know. Oh, it was Liam Neeson. I saw a quote by Liam Neeson because they were accusing him of becoming Muslim because they're accusing somebody of becoming religious. But Islam is the dangerous religion. They're all dangerous. When you're a fanatic, when you're fanatical about anything, when you're super crazy, insane, like here's a perfect example. I don't go on Facebook. Facebook is not my scene. I've been out of there for quite a number of years. I still am on it, but I don't engage in it. The first thing today, I go because somebody said I tried to reach you on Facebook. I was like, oh wow, I'm not really on there. Let me go on there. So I go on there, and the first thing that comes up is a relative of mine who happens to shop on a different aisle than I do, and she said something about, I've had back pain for years, but I never killed anybody. And then the first person that writes to her said, we're all going to find out soon that this was because he is going to be testifying against Nancy Pelosi in an insider trading, a secret insider trading trial that she's dealing with right now. And I was like, I never heard anything about Nancy Pelosi and insider trading. And I was like, is that real? So I Google it, and turns out it's just some big, crazy, ultra-right conspiracy theory stuff. And he wrote, stupid fucking sheep. So I just posted lots of little sheep, and I said, time for you to graze, my friend. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. You got Bibi, everybody's best friend, over at the Syrian border, causing a commotion. He's probably has surveyors there to see how much land he can grab. Drew B is here. Hey, Drew B, I'm drinking your coffee right now. And I did a little Paul Stanley while I was at it. Good evening, Drew. I'm going to do a cameo. I'm going to do a Drew B cameo for Paul Stanley. Hey, Drew, I hear it's your birthday, and it's time for us to give you some music, even though we're retired. Hit it, Gene. Evening to you, my friend. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, thanks to you. They are eating the iBashers and your pets by incumbent Orange Dracula. I mean, listen, we're in for 4 interesting years, and like I said, I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. I believe in a free and a free democracy, free and fair democracy. And if that is what everybody voted for, so be it. That's what they want. The information is out there, or the disinformation, or information in general. And it's like both of them sucked. Both of them. Where is that steed? Where is that knight? Where is that person? Like, I know John F. Kennedy had a lot of girlfriends on the side, but man, he evoked something, a passion, a future, a thing. Where is that guy? Where is that woman? Where is that person? Where is he, she, they, them? Where are they that are going to tell us it's all going to be all right? Because here's how we're going to come together and be better people. Where is that? I don't know. 4 years, here we go. J.C. Kingsley, the guy who rocks the costumes and the karaoke too. Great singer, great guy, cool dude. Good evening, Bashers. Time to do the dance and shed the pants. Woohoo! Hitesh C is here. So I sent out a bunch of stuff yesterday and today, and I don't have a copy. I do somewhere, Hitesh. So just so you know, within a day or so, I'll find one. Now, just to reiterate, which album did you want? Because, I've got several. I've got the first Hitman record, the Vivus Machina record, with my personal favorite, the Destroy All Humans record, or my solo record, which was the one that you asked for to get with your water bottle. The Destroy All Humans, there's a box in my house somewhere. And I was like, where's that box? Because I had to do so much stuff here recently, I don't know where the box is. I will find. If that was the one you wanted, I will get one for you. I just don't know what I did. Because I was like, I had your dress. I was like, ready to go. I was like, wait a minute, where are all the CDs? I don't know where they are. Dean says, hey, Angelo. Hey, Angelo. Afternoon, Bastardos. Oh, my hair looks good. Thanks, buddy. I need a haircut. It's getting really crazy here. It's getting really long. You know how many people on the hate streams, as we call them, I don't know what you want to call them. Everybody thinks that I have had a hair transplant. That is that. I mean, there's like, I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen it, I've seen it. And but then I got some emails from somebody's like, where do I go to Turkey? Where do I go for my hair transplants? Like, I've never had a hair transplant because I used to wear caps on the show. And I don't know. I think it's funny. Listen, when you're on TV like me, people are going to say whatever they want to say, and it's fine. And I don't care. You have to have a thick skin, and it doesn't matter. And it's like, I like bald. I married bald. Who cares? I think bald is a great look. I don't care. And if I went bald, I would just rock it. I wouldn't be wearing toupees and shit like that. But I have absolutely no follicle issues whatsoever, and I never have. But it's funny. I think it's funny. Thanks for that, though. I'll tell you. You want to know what I'm using? I'm not kidding you. So I've recently, I take care of my neighbor Rose, and like once every month and a half, 2 months, I take her to this salon that because she's a beautiful woman, and she looked like Claudia Schiffer in her day. Brigitte Bardot, gorgeous woman. And she's close to 90, and she gets her hair done. She has a cute little blonde bob, and she goes there, gets her hair colored and gets some streaks and stuff. And they gave her this hairspray stuff that she didn't like, and it was called volumizing hairspray. I have like Japanese girl hair. It's dark, almost black, and it's pinned straight, and it has no body to it. It's just flat. I have a lot of it, but it's just flat. So she gave it to me. She goes, I don't like the way this smells. I love the way it smells. So I said, let me try this out. And I just did it. Now I'm addicted to it. It's hairspray, and it's pretty cool. It gives me a little bit of volume on the top. Not bad. Steve Mac3 is here. Hi, everyone. Finally sitting down with a strong Kimbo. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I always have Kimbo in the house. I always have Ely in the house. I always have my Drew B coffee. Well, it's going, but I'm very careful with my rationing now. Kimbo is my main bomb because it's just, I love the Napoli Ristretto. It's just insane. So which one are you drinking? Kimbo, come back to me. What happened? You sent me a box of coffee. I thought I was going to be your new ambassador, and I was ready to do it. Damn it. Dirk YouTubing will do nothing. They probably have no idea how to sort data. They probably don't. But why? Listen, I read a whole article about why they take things down from a stream. Like if you said, she's fat, or he's ugly, or I don't like gay people, or, I'm not a big fan of Polish folks, whatever. You know what I mean? If you do something like that, then it's against their guidelines and blah, 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 blah. But none of the bashers do any of that. They're like, hey, number one, I've upvoted. Julian puts, myriads of adages and things to make your day better. Everybody says nice things about nice things. There's no reason for them to moderate my show. There's none of that crap goes on my show. It's nuts. Your hair grows so quickly. My hair grows fast. I mean, I got a crew cut in August, September, October, November, December. Okay, that's 4 months. I think I got my last haircut though was like in October, but it's getting long again. I grew my hair from bank manager to the lead singer of Iron Maiden in 2.5 years. It went from there to my waist. My hair does grow fast. I don't know why, it just does. But you know what? I could put 10 pounds on like it is nobody's business. So, you get the plus, you get the minus, all of that. So I had lost 23 pounds when I did my thing. I put 11 back on because of the whole hospital food and late night diners and stress and crap. And it's okay. So it happened. I knew what it would. I mean, I didn't think that was going to go on. Didn't know. What's the stream? I have to take a look. Oh, yeah. I don't know what they're called. I have no idea what they're called. I just get links everybody sends me once in a while. Hey, this person talked about you and they talked about Shane and listen, that's the world. People should be flattered, I guess, that anyone's talking about you at all. I'm like, they think I'm bald. Really? Oh, you're sweet. I don't mind. You guys are having a chat amongst yourself. It's the sexy biker mustache that does it for me. Wink, 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 wink. Well, now that the beard's growing back in, it's like I'm gonna have to do it again. And this is actually a good thing. I will go back to the Fu Manchu, but when I had finally trimmed it down, I did one side much thicker than the other. I goofed it up because I slipped when I was using the buzzer, which is nuts. Hiteshi, I'll email you, Dirk. Gotta take my son to the appointment. We'll catch the replay. Great to see you. Send me an email. I'm happy to do it. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Thank you, Glenn Parker, for sending me a message too. We'll get to the bottom of that. I promise we'll get to the bottom. Urine meant to be good for the hair, apart from the smell, apparently. Urine. Is that true? Or are you just being goofy, Dino? I mean, listen, it's a sterile liquid. It probably does good things for your follicles. I don't know. Who knows? Mike Callan, that is too lush. Looking great. Thanks. Lush. My hair is lush. Listen, the one thing I've admitted to everybody is like I've been salt and pepper since I'm 16 years old. So I'm every once in a while I'll go gray. You'll see me. I'll do the show and I'll have a salt and pepper look, but I don't really like the way it looks on me. So I use Just for Men. I do. And I use it in the shower. It's 5 minutes. You just lather it on in, wait 5 minutes, shave and do whatever else you do and rinse it off and you're done. There's a fly in my room. Get out of my room, fly. Ooh, he just went. Did you hear me? Went right up to the microphone. Look at that. He's all over the place. I prefer you leave. Ray says, I watched a cow, bovine type, contemplating life today, staring out to sea from a cliff top. That or was thinking of just jumping off. Photo sent. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's great. Yeah, think about those animals that don't have to worry about mortgages and the latest watches and all that stuff that's come out. And, if your girlfriend's cheating on you or, any of that stuff, you have erectile dysfunction or whatever's going on in anybody's life. They just have to worry about that grass over there looks tasty. I'm on a 3-week repeat from Amazon. Addicted for sure to the Kimbo Espresso Neapolitano. Oh, you get the whole coffee beans. You grind them up yourself. So sexy. Yeah, coffee is very great. Andy M says, don't drink and shave. Results can be disappointing. That's for sure. Never. I can't even spell the word goofy. The one thing that I think is really funny is on the couple of times that I've popped in to see these so-called streams, listen, sometimes people send super chats that AI repeats and it goes, googly goo, cow with a hat on, googly goo, googly googly goo, googly goo. I mean, it's funny stuff. like I say, and I've said this before, listen, I watched the Real Housewives recaps, not because I like the Real Housewives. I don't. Because there's a woman that has a show called the Real Housewives Recaps on YouTube, and she was doing a takedown of the new Sarah Jessica Parker Sex and the City reboot, which is awful beyond belief. It is so bad. It is embarrassing. It is terrible. And I think she's funny. So I get that people watch other people's stuff and critique it. However, and I've said this before a million times, never is it necessary for anybody to disparage people's families, loved ones. You could say Dirk's bald, but don't say like Paul's douche or, like get into the whole family thing. That's not necessary. If you're going to have a responsible adult channel and not be a 14-year-old, don't allow yourself or the people that are on your channel to say disparaging things about people's loved ones. It's irresponsible and it's unkind. And that is not something that we do here on the iBashers. What do? We practice what we preach. And that's what we do on this show. I've seen it be hateful and hurtful to people I love, and I don't like it. I don't appreciate it, and I don't understand the fascination by it. It's just too much. And I've said this a million times on my show. Sure, critique can be fun. Reviews are fun. It just shows that you're popular and people are interested in what you're doing. And then, then the next thing you know, you're in the circle with these dumb friends who you don't know, and you're throwing pebbles at birds. The bird that you love, that you hug and kiss every single night. Like, I forget what the name of that movie was. My sister knows, and I think it destroyed me as a kid. I think it was probably the singular moment in my childhood that made me really think about things. In a nutshell, it was a movie. This girl had no shoes. She lived in a shack. She was like, the Dolly Parton story. And she had no friends. She met these kids and they teased her and they didn't think she was cool. But she's like, come to my house. I've got cows and sheep and animals. And she had a pet bird and she was so proud. And she brought the pet bird out and it jumped on her arm and jumped on her shoulder and then jumped on the ground. And then one kid threw a pebble at it. Then another kid threw a pebble at it. Then all the kids were throwing pebbles at her bird. And the next thing you know, she says they were all laughing and having a good time. She wanted to be a part of the party. And she took a pebble and she threw it at her bird. And the bird died. She killed her own bird because she wanted to fit in. And I thought to myself, this was one of the most profound moments of my life. It's like that can actually happen to you when you don't know who you are anymore as a person, or you don't know who you are yet as a person. Incredibly crazy stuff. Raz is here. Hey, Raz. Hi, y'all. Keep her lit, man. Wow. Long may she wave, my friend. Mr. Beautiful Lassick is here. $4.99. Thank you for the super chat. Good evening, Dirk and friends. Cheers to you all. How are you, my dearest, handsome, beautiful Jim Lassick? He's riding his hog and doing good. Does a lot of great things for other people, a lot of charitable events, because he's one of the Basher Supremes, an amazing person. Let's give you a big bang boom for that. I'm going to give him a super chat, and then I'm going to do this. One moment, please. And this is going to be the super chat because I know there were a couple on them that were erased. So let's just do this. Because we probably missed him. Thank you, Jimmy. Mr. Joe LaFaro, handsome Joe LaFaro. How do you know the cows don't think about Omega? They've got other things to think about, like becoming steaks. Melly C says it's a sign of weakness to attack the man. Indeed, it is. It's ridiculous. Carlos says to Joe LaFaro, or think of being the first cow in space. Well, they put a dog in space, didn't they? How nice are we? Right back at Jim Lassick, indeed. And Angelo Minikella says, ad hominem is a no-no if you're trying to be an adult. Indeed. No. So let's have a look at this new Speedmaster. Let's take a look. Let's go. I just found out about this afternoon. Let me get rid of that. And let me get rid of that. Come on, hide that. There we go. And let me get rid of the banner. Blah, we will practice what we preach later on. So 2 counters, Speedmaster Pilot. I think this is quite attractive. Beautiful. It's 40 millimeters on that beautiful straight lugs. No crown guards. And did you notice what they did? The one boo-boo that Dirk always complains about, they put a cupcake crown on it. Look at it. You can't tell from this angle. This watch is beautiful. Omega hitting it out of the park. Now, what did they put on there as a crystal? It's good to find out. They're not going to put a distorted crystal on there because it's a pilot's watch. So I'm assuming that's going to be sapphire. But it's pricey, $9,500 US. 48.5. So it's a 41 millimeter watch. No exhibition case back. Notice Omega's really getting away from that whole thing. Okay, look at this. Target sight aesthetic inspired by cockpits featuring a varnished matte finish. Let's see what else. We all love that varnishment. That's be gorgeous. Burn rate subdial. Look at that. 3 hours to 60 minutes. The 12-hour recorder is inspired by the burn rate indication in aircraft cockpits with a triangular matte orange hand and transferred white numerals. This is very sexy. It's got a little bit of Ultraman vibes to it because orange is my favorite color. And look at that, is beautiful. And this harkens back to the Holy Grail now, doesn't it? That watch that people could have got for $400 is now going for $50,000. Oh, to remain anti-reflective under the sun, the watch includes many anti-reflective surfaces, including the symmetrical brushed stainless steel case and grained matte black cockpit-inspired dial. Look at this full luminosity. The hour, minute hands, and hour markers are all presented with large blocks of white superluminova green emissions, providing full visibility during night flights. Very cool. It's got a 9900, which is beautiful, 15,000 Gauss. There's one fantastic thing about this watch that you're all going to be freaked out over. And this might be, I'm sure everybody's talked about it. The case back is engraved with a seahorse medallion and 100 meters. It's 330 feet. Waterproof. Look at this presentation pouch. It comes with a tool, old school Omega, and a NATO strap. It's delivered inside a special grade. So it doesn't come with a box. Travel pouch allowing you to take the timepiece on any journey. A strap that's it's got Kevlar. I love when Omega puts goodies in the box. Can we find out the specs on this thing? What is the crystal on this thing? It looks to me to be the old sapphire, the old fancy sapphire sandwich style thing. Oh, there's no more on that. Huh. They don't. Oh, you can't buy it yet? Oh, extended orders. Orders placed. No, it says you can order it. Why can't I? Can I order this thing? Okay, wait. Forgot my password? No, I haven't. No. Okay. Bag. Okay, I have nothing in the bag. There's no way to buy it on. Not that I'm going to do that, but it's beautiful. I think it's great. I love this, but I'm curious as to if this doesn't come in a box. What is? It just comes in that. How do they present the pouch to you? It's a very pretty watch, though. Did Hodinkee do this? Let me see if Hodinkee did a thing on this. One moment, please. New Omega Pilot watch. Usually they do something. Hands on with the new. Oh, look at that. Oh, Fratello did something. Let's have a looky at that. Oh, look at that.
Hey there, I'm RJ from Fratello, and today I'm looking at this brand new Omega Speedmaster Pilot Flight Qualified watch. A few months ago already, we published about this watch on Fratello, but that watch was a little bit different. Different color in the subdial, and on the back it had the squadron patch for pilots. So that watch was only available to US Air Force pilots, or US pilots in general. But this time, as of December 10th, this watch will be available for the public. This watch is very similar to the Speedmaster 57. That watch has a hand-wound movement, and this one has an automatic movement, a caliber 9900. The diameter of this watch is 40.85 millimeter, the height is 14.65 millimeter, and the lug-to-lug is 49.60 millimeter. And it has a water resistance of 100 meters or 10 bar. Aside from the dimensions of this watch that are very similar to the Speedmaster 57, the dial looks totally different because it's 2 registers, but the dial is in black. It has this grain finish, And then there are a lot of colors to be found on this dial and on the hands. For example, there's an orange minute counter at 3 o'clock. There's a yellow hand for the running seconds. And there's an orange tip in the shape of an airplane for the chronograph seconds hand. The hour markers are luminova blocks or super luminova blocks, and there's a touch of orange there as well. The subdial on 9 o'clock looks like the target or sight statics from an airplane cockpit. And here's the difference.
I'm gonna skip around a little bit.
The watch with the steel bracelet weighs
I love the brush.
145
Man,
grams.
that is beautiful.
So it's not a super light watch, but it's also very wearable and quite comfortable on the wrist.
Oof.
The movement used inside is the Omega Caliber 9900. It's not a new movement. The movement has been there for quite a while. It's an evolution based on the unique and very different, and would not have made sense. So I'm happy that Omega calls this a Speedmaster, Speedmaster Pilot, and below the Speedmaster word. A few weeks ago, Omega introduced the first Omega in space with
blah blah blah. Well, that's it. It looks pretty great. The color clash is significant. I like it a lot. I think it's a very attractive. I think Omega's hitting it out of the park, man. Doing some great stuff. First Omega in space and that thing. It's beautiful. Let's see if maybe they'll let me back in the store to go look at that thing. I never heard back from them, so I don't know if they don't like me. I don't know if they don't like me. Retro look. Yeah, it's cool. Looks like a Zenith El Primero. It does a little bit. Yeah, Sapphire. Yeah, well, we figured it was going to be that because it can't have the distortion on it because it's for pilots. But you know what? I watched. There's a guy, I don't know who he is. The Watch Radar or something. He's a guy from New Jersey, and he went into an airport and he was stopping pilots and asking them what watch they were wearing. And you know what? They were all wearing Apple Watches. I know. I think that there's a time and a place for an Apple Watch. I have no problem with you having one. They're great for your health, cardio, all that stuff. But pilots, come on. You should be wearing a GMT. Andy M. Being mean is unfortunately very easy. Looking for greatness and beauty can be more of a challenge, but it is a sign of a better human. Agreed. Joe LaFaro loves the watch. Yeah, man, we preach that all the time in the show. There's no reason to be a dick. You know, like I was in the post office today. I had a bunch of stuff, and the girl's gem. She's so sweet. They, you know, like they know I'm nice. I think I told you guys that there's a guy in my neighborhood who apparently looks just like me. I've never met him, never seen him, but we go into the same little grocery store, and this girl, she's Korean and she's adorable, and she's always so sweet and so nice, and I always go in there and we always have a little bit of a fun. She goes, you know that there's a guy here that looks just like you, but he's mean. And I said, oh, really? She goes, you have a brother? I said, I do, but he doesn't look like me at all, and we don't even look like we're the same person. And but he's also very nice. And I said, no, so it's definitely not me. He lives nowhere near here. He doesn't look like me. So she says, oh, you just missed the guy. I went out on the street because I want to see who my asshole doppelganger is. I think it's funny stuff. I understand it's a pilot's version, but it makes it look like a toy version of. Oh, I don't think so. I like it. Me like it. Carlos Paki says has 70 Seiko vibes. It is pricey though. It's 10 grand. And they cupcaked the crown. Stop cupcaking the crown. Stop it. Andy M, I know you love the cupcake crown. I know you love it. I know it's your thing. But that's what makes the world go round. The world goes round. Anybody know what that's from? Anybody know? It's a tough question. Steve Zielinski, good evening, Dirk, and all. The new Speedy reminds me of the old Flight Masters with those colors. Agreed, it does. It certainly does. And Drew says, what's in the box? What's in the box? They are serious, demon. My favorite line, Paul Stanley line ever is, you're looking for somebody, but it's not Kiss. And now he's got dental work. So now when Paul talks, he's got the whistle. I can't even do it. People, Tom Selleck has it on his new book. Panel power. The crystal is a scratch-resistant sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment on both sides. Thank you for this specificazione. Color clash is significant. I love it. Romans used to drink their own urine. Check out the crazy poet Catullus. They did it for fun, or what did they do? Because they were kinky? Why would they do that? I know that's a thing for some people, but I'm like, no. I don't want to hear about it. One thing that I don't want to know about, people's kink. Not interested. Knock yourself out. Don't want to know about it. Francofiore, because you know what? I always say all that stuff belongs in the bedroom for you and your friend, partner, whatever only. No one needs to know about it. Not interested. No judgment, but don't want to hear it. Don't want to know about it. And I know a friend of mine who's looking whatever, and he would talk about it at my bar, and I'd be like, dude, people don't want to know that. It's TMI, too much. Then somebody come up to me, gee, what he said. Kind of a tag, yeah, a little bit of a tag vibe, indeed. Oh, kind of a Hoyer look. Look at that. Oh, it's the sailing version. Nice. Joe LaFar says, I had a dear friend. Also, I watch a Vito who used to wear his regular automatic watch on his left wrist and an Apple Watch on the right. Actually, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. He is mean and does not talk as much as me. He's right. Who talks more? I knew it. I love the cupcake. He loves the cupcake. We need a chunky. I like a chunky crown. You know, I'm a big crown. I'm a crown queen. I love big crowns. Where is my? There it is. One of the biggest crowns in the business, my friends. My Waltham. Look at them. Come on, focus, focus, hocus pocus, focus. Okay, I got to get my face out. There it is. Look at the size of that crown. Isn't that gorgeous? You know what's amazing when you're working with it? It just you feel like you're doing stuff. I like a big crown, but the cupcake thing is not my thing. Don't like it. Ack. Gabri says, BB's wife drank her urine to promote. Did she? She was like me. Wasn't she convicted of misappropriating funds a couple of years ago? I mean, like, and they were like, we're going to throw them out. They're stealing from us. And like, that just came and went. Because he's a dictator too. Water sports are very unusual. Each to their own. Keep it private. Agreed. Not on this show. Okay, I put bubble wrap in my boots. Beats walking barefoot on the grass. I cannot walk barefoot pretty much anywhere. I just don't like the feeling of it. Never been a big fan, you know. Jesus, the Royals don't have that crown, bigger crown. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, this is my Field and Marine. Isn't it crazy? I tell you, it has got such a great feel when you're working with it. It's just it feels like such a tool watch. Anyway, I'm yakking, and you know what it is? It's time for the Gallery of Bashtards. They're like, where's my gallery already? You Dirk, shut up, Dirk.
The Gallery of Bashtards, send me the shots, the sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
Fantastiche. Let's go, Deb. We'll start off with the beautiful and unbelievably wrist-present handsomeness of one James Lassick. Look at this beauty. Talking about Zenith, my friends. Jesus Christ. And could you stop being so tanned? It's annoying. God, I'm like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Look at that skin tone. Look at that skin tone. And look at that Zenith. Look at the chrono on Jim Lassick. You have to warm up if you want to sound like Aaron Neville. He's got the really glow. This is amazing. El Primero is one of my favorite watches, and the green is definitely by far the most beautiful. That thing pops like a circus balloon. Look at that. Holy macaroni, James Lassick. That is a shot. Are you a hand model? I think you are. James, he has some significant wrist presence, this guy. You know, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, guys have this thing called penis envy, but in this world, we have wrist envy. And like, while I don't have a small wrist, I don't have a big wrist either. 7.25. And you definitely, you're definitely a 7.75, I would say, probably. It also could be the width versus the depth, because my wrist is kind of flat. It's wide, but kind of slim that way. It's interesting. It's interesting. Thank you, James. Absolutely gorgeous. Who doesn't love that? I knew Joe LaFaro would go like, young, zoing. Oh, it's the Aaron Rodgers Zenith? Is it? Is he a Zenith guy? Is he? God, do I not know that? Because he's such a wackadoodly doodly do. You know, like that guy, he was with Olivia Munn. and she left him for that genius, the guy, the comedian. God, why can't I think of John? He was doing way too much blow, and he lost his wife and his children. But now he has a kid with Olivia Munn. What's his name? John Malavy. John Malavy. Yeah, amazing. And that fly just keeps on trailing. Looks great. Thank you for that so much, Joe LaFar. That I didn't realize that. Is he a brand ambassador? He's too polarizing, right? He's too controversial to be an ambassador, I think. So here's one from Drew B. He says, here's the cat. He's the cat on the right. He's now best friends with Barn Cat 1. If you guys remember way back when Drew came on the show, he turned us onto a Barn Cat find, and he was able to find a beautiful home for this cat. And he says, the one I shared with you a few months back, they're both now safe and in the home of my colleague. And wait till you see this. You won't believe this. You won't believe this. This just goes to show you that there is humanity in this world. Could that be more beautiful? Now, I wonder, are they related? Because they look a lot alike. And I know that's hard to say with cats. But look at this beautiful bundle of love here. Oh, you guys are beautiful. Drew, what are their names? Do we know? Do we know that your buddy, you gave them to a colleague? And look at them. They're so happy together. Imagine me and you. I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right. Oh, by the way, I got copyright popped on Sunday's show for playing the video that I'm in and the song that I co-wrote. I got copyright popped for a song I wrote. And I told my friend Marcus, I said, look, he laughed. He's like, of course you did. Anyway, let's find out their names. They're so beautiful. Oh, Vinny and Pip. Oh my God. Vinny and Pip. Oh, they're beautiful. Do you think they're related, Drew? Do you think like they're same mom or same dad? Because they're both such pretty ginger boys. Or is that a girl? Is one a girl? Oh my God. They're beautiful. That made my day. Thanks, pal. That sure did. Thank you, kind sir. Angelo Minikillo says a perfectly reasonable response. Let's see what this says. It's a kind of a meme. Have you seen my TikTok? It's called Watch. How old are you? Have you seen it? First of all, she's too old for TikTok. TikTok is for 14-year-old people and no more than that. Andrew says, here's the YouTube glitch. Okay, here we go. Look at my tears and shattered. So this is what it looks like today after, live in 32 hours. This was the first one, but got the number one spot. So we don't see it here. Or option 2, paid Dirk to get the number one spot. I know that Dave Fahrenheit 451 got it. That I know. So this was, look, live in 32 hours. Oh, you took a shot long ago. It's not good enough. Oh, Drew B says that they were found about 10 miles apart, so probably not related. Pip is the girl. Oh, and Vinny is the boy. Vinny and Pip. Will they be making more Vinny and Pips, or did they both go to the snipper? I mean, listen, if you want your cat to if you have property and stuff like that, I'm not like, you have to do it. In city environments, it's very bad. Of course, my friends all do catch and release and stuff like that. And it's necessary to keep the population down. But, if you, like, I always think about my beautiful dog and how, like, when I found her, I got her fixed right away. And she was such a loving creature. I was like, I wonder if she wanted to be a mommy. And I just denied her that. I don't know, but she had a life. She did. And I had a great life with her. Thank you for that, Andrew. Melly C in the room with some madness. M&M madness. Start out with Mork getting the petting treatment. Oh, look at you, you big cuddly baby. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful boy. What do you got going on there? Is this Longines? Oh, that's pretty. What is that? Oh, is that Breguet? What are you wearing right there? I can't tell right off the top of my head. I want to say Longines, but I don't think it is. Let me know, Melly C. Oh, look at him. Beautiful boy. Oh, I love that you spoil him. And there's the devil herself on the riscaldamenti. Sulla riscaldamenti. Look at her. Now, it's like, look at that precarious cat pose. She's sleeping. Oh man, I have those exact throws all over my house. It's the Longines Pilot Majestic. I love that watch. It's beautiful. Look at you, man. So cute. Oh, stretchy time. Stretchy. Look, if you look around their house, you see that everything's designed for cats. Cat toys, cat beds, all over the place. I know who you people are. You're cat people. You're cat people. Somebody asked me, "Oh, you do?" This woman I was on the phone with from my cable company. She was great. She's from where I grew up, and she doesn't live here anymore. We're talking about stuff, and she goes, "Well, what's your channel all about?" I said, "It's about nice people. We talk about watches, but we talk about cats." And she goes, "Cats?" I said, "Yes, I'm a cat person." Little Miss Muffet sitting on her tuffet. Oh, and I bet there's an Amazon box underneath that. And you just wanted to make it more comfortable for her because you're like, why would you want to sit on an Amazon box? Melly, see, if I told you the amount of boxes I went through, because you remember when Laverne, I had all the pictures of her, and she'd be on my countertop. I had like stairs to get up to her countertop, and then she'd jump on a box. I had to keep changing the box up because she would ruin the boxes. It was great stuff, and they were all from Amazon. Oh, look at you! What are you doing under that blankie, Mister? Oh, thank you for the Mark and Mindy show. Always a treat. Always an absolute treat. I love those kids. Here's Ken, very speedy. Oh, wow. Look at this. Wow. Wowie kazowie. Look at this thing. Speedy in a different way. Wow. Look at that thing. Wow. Is that you? Is this San Francisco? It's just one picture there. It is. This is frameable art, my friend. Wow. That is outrageous. Incredible. Let's see what this says so I make sure I know what I'm talking about so I don't sound like an idiot. 1952. Beautiful. What a beautiful car, man. Incredible. Dean McKenzie. These are, oh, yes. He sent me these. We were talking about Dino's speakers, right? He's getting speakers. This is a high ticket item, my friends. This is Dino's passion. He's an audiophile. An audiophile. Yeah, I think that was an XK. Pretty sure. I'm not that great with the model numbers on the old Jags, but man, what a monster car. These speakers are insanity, bro. This is about the tippity top of the tippity tip top. These are handmade in England. He sent me the email. I did look at it earlier, and I was like, "Oh Jesus, bro! Look at the cabling." Yeah, compare those speaker cables to your speaker cables. That's what it looks like. Like Rush is about to play, or that is as pro audio as you could possibly get. Incredible. Look at that. I have those all over my room. There's one back here. There's one over here. There's two on the sides for sound deadening for my studio, to keep my frequency response flat in my studio. So when I listen to EQs and stuff, I can fix stuff. A lot of people don't know what those are for, but they're to shape the sound of your room. Whenever you go to a recording studio, you're going to find some kind of baffling. It might be foam. It could be wood. It could be a lot of different things. Something called Sonex, Homosote, lots of different things. Egg boxes. Hey, when we started out, we used egg crates. We used to go to the store and buy tons of eggs, or we would go to the dumpster and take them out. And they really do deaden the room. I mean, the craftsmanship here is otherworldly. This is the Patek Philippe, the Audemars Piguet, this is the Vacheron Constantin. This is the Parmigiani of speakers. This is the best that you can possibly get. You know, look at that. Isobaric drive design. Crazy stuff. I love that you sent me all this stuff. Look at this. Fibonacci. Look at that. A Fibonacci element, which I don't even know what that is. Oh, I guess that's the and the speaker cone. Very interesting. Look at this. Beautiful. Fibonacci. Oh, Fibonacci. Silk carbon. Look at these words. Hybridized tweeters. Wow. Beautiful. Congratulations on those. I know you had to order them. They probably take a while because those are bespoke. Beautiful. Incredible, Dino. Wow. Mr. Bell with his G-Shock. Hey, we don't get G-Shocks a lot on the show, but here they are. Looking great. And by the way, this photography is off the charts, my friends. Look at this thing. It's the Frogman. That's a very cool G-Shock. For the G-Shock lover in you, I know of which there are many. Outrageous. Outrageous shot, man. Look at this shot. What was this shot with? And please don't say iPhone. Was this shot with like an Olympus or a Leica or Hasselblad? Because this is photography. Look at that. It's amazing. Guy's got some great pictures today. Look at this thing. Is that on top of a gun? Ooh. Look at that thing. The Frogman is crazy. 200-meter diver. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Wow. Thank you for those. Those are gorgeous, man. Incredibile. Incredibile. Then we've got Ray's here. Okay. Oh, it's the Cliffs. Where's the cow? Where's the cow, man? It's contemplating the end of days. Is that him up there? Or is that a person? One very special person. Oh, okay. Where's the cow? What do you got going on here? Can't tell what that is. Your camera focused on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Ain't no big surprise. Just give me a watch and I'll tell you some lies. But I know that it's good and I know that it's wrong. So I sing you this song. Beautiful shot. Great one, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Amazing. Oh, look at that. Bulliva. Yeah, he's the Bulliva guy. Scotty Lord H. Trumpet sound. Lord H is here. There he is. Holy cow. Great to see you live in the room. Lord H. Lord H, one of the pioneers of the Basherdom. I know who the pioneers are because I can see it on I can tell from the YouTube studio who the first couple of subscribers were. And you know what? He's one of them. Great to see you, buddy. Thank you. Send us a picture. Send me a picture, Lord H. We'd love to see something. And that's from, that was from Loch Lomond. Oh, is that what that is? Sorry, I didn't say that. From Loch Lomond, the G-Shock shot. Let me show this again. Now I know it's on Loch Lomond. Look at that. Now we know. What'd you shoot it with? Did you tell us? Did he say? My iPhone back garden. Jesus Christ. iPhones are getting so good. Jesus, the photography is really good. Amazing. Amazing. Mr. McLeod, fly fishing with me, Speedy. Look at this. And what lock are you on there, laddie? Look at that. That is classic, my friend. Classic. Look at that. Look at that. I've got to get to Scotland. I've got to see it. This year. How about that? 2025, I'm coming to Scotland. I've got to go. I have a lot of traveling that I haven't done. Need to get done. Gorgeous. And I love the Ansel Adams effect, my friends. That looks absolutely beautiful. Perfect fit, too. Perfect fit. Mr. Christian, know your time has come. It's easy, everybody who's working like a dog, baby, all day long. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Take me in the cellar. Let me be your fella. I'll teach you something new. The only person who knows that is Melly C, knows what song that is, and Drew B knows what song that is. This is what he's drinking this season. He's got a Simi, he's got a Chateau Lascombe, he's got Decoy, and he's got a Chateau Lynch Bage, Pauillac, and the Mythic. Now, out of all of those, obviously I'm a Francophile, so I'd go for the Margaux and the Pauillac. Both extraordinary wines. The Lynch Bage being a 5th growth Bordeaux, which is unfair of it because it really should be 1st or 2nd growth Bordeaux. But because of the classifications in 1855, it was political. So like the Lafite and Margaux got in there late, and it's just ridiculous how they did that. So Lynch Bage has always been considered one of the great wines of France. And it's a 5th growth, which is crazy. So it should probably be elevated. They don't, the French, you can't really rattle their cage. They don't really care. They're like, I don't care. This is the 5th growth. It's, or deuxième. It should be a 2nd growth, probably, I think. I think it's better than 3rd growth. But anyway, that's what he's drinking. And yeah. That's what he's drinking. Easy. Not so shabby there, pal. Not so shabby. And we have a wonderful gallery of art from our very own Mr. Julian. Is that Patti Smith? Looks like Patti Smith, right? Because the night belongs to lovers. Everybody knows who wrote that song, right? I mean, that's a dumb question, right? Anyway, did you get it? No, it's not a Night Ranger, Eric B. Come on. Where's Melly C? Melly's still in the room? Did you not know that Kiss song? Surprised. I'll teach you something new. Are you waiting? Don't be hesitate, cause the night is never gonna wait. Tomorrow and tonight, tomorrow. It's a nice key change in that bridge in the chorus. I like it. Oof. What is that? What is that mysterious thing? It looks to me like some kind of heating or organ. Amazing. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. Somebody try to draw a swastika over there. Oh, boy. Look at this guy's corkscrew curl. He's like the guy from Mrs. Jones and Me, Adam Duritz. Very unattractive fella who happened to sleep with a lot of very famous, beautiful ladies. I guess it's charisma. I guess it was his charisma. Great photograph, though. And this is Julian. Amazing shit. Oh, look at you. What's going on there? Oh, it's a painting. I thought it was behind like a foggy window. Let's see what Julian does to you. It's like a trompe-l'oeil. Look at that. Wow. I was watching an old episode of The Sopranos, and there's a guy on the show who's a total dum-dum. And he uses words that are completely out of his vocabulary. Like somebody... he learns a word, doesn't know how to use it or whatever. Completely out of context, completely wrong me. And he goes, but he did get the context of this right. He had this really tacky painting. He goes, yeah, this is Versailles. it's like the palaces of Versailles. And then he goes, but it's a trompe-l'oeil. I mean, it was written that way. It was hilarious, though. Beautiful, Julian. Oh, look at that. Now, I'm just expecting Senor and Olive to be there. Because doesn't this look like a classic Andrew Wolkowitz shot? Just missing the cats. Oh, wow. Almost like musical notes. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Almost looks like a piano. Intriguing. It's a wardrobe. How in the world does that work? How in the world is that building straight and this one is not? Huh. Trick of the eye. This is this collection, this wall at his gallery show in London next year, Julian, is the trick of the eye section where you're tricking us, because I don't know how that actually works. How is that one wall straight and one not? Obviously, it can't be. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's very cool. I love shadow box stuff. Beautiful. For a very expensive, what looks like to be a Chanel style bag, but it's not. It is the Givenchy. Givenchy. Beautiful. The shadows there are just delightful. Oh, that's great, Julian. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, Suchieta. Look at that. I love her pensive look. She's like a paint. She is a painting. Of course you captured her. Was this posed or did you just capture that, Julian? Holy mackerel. Wow. That is astonishing. What a way. That's my favorite because it's beautiful. Yeah, Joe. I mean, what are my thoughts on this? I mean, he's a very privileged kid. One of your paisans, my dearest. Privileged kid, well educated, super smart. People liked him. And he's obviously a sociopath. I mean, he's a sociopath. I mean, there's no other way. Thank you, kind Julian, for your beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you. Oh, I got one. His panel power mission to Jupiter. Hey, we love that. We love it. We'll get back to that in a second, my darling. We'll get right back into it in a moment. Got 2 people sent some before I end the Gallery of Bastards for the day. Beautiful. I love the mission to Jupiter. Always did. Sheen, that's the one Sheen wears. I love it. I love it. I never wear mine anymore. I should. I will. I shall. Thank you, Panel Power. And Chitara and the G-Shock 5000U from Lord H. Oh, look at Chitara in the background. More Chitara all the time. Can we have more? Oh, look at that. It's little things. What's going on over here, though? What is that? Oh, that's the box. This is a great shot. Is there a mirror happening here? What's going on here? I'm so confused. I see this and this. Oh, that's a mirror. That's a lot of trickery of imagery today, you boys and girls. Wow. Wow. More Chitara, please. We want to worship her because she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Thanks, guys. That's the Gallery of Bastards. You know what to do. Every day I do that. It's a roundup of our favorite collection of photographs from you guys because you make the show happen. It's your show. I just host it. Basherdirk@gmail.com. That's Basherdirk@gmail.com. Send me your pictures. Send them. I will show them. More Chitara. More Chitara, Lord H. That's what we want. Thank you. That's the gallery.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Thanks, buddy boy. And Jim Lassick with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, kind sir. The Aaron Rodgers Zenith is one of 250 and it has Arabic numerals. He is the ambassador. Wow. I didn't know he was this done a while ago before people have kind of forgotten all the kooky nonsense. Because, the guy could be Mr. America. He's so handsome. Such a great player. He just, got a funny mouth. Says a lot of cuckoo stuff. And he's a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but who cares? Who cares? As they say. Where's my who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Jim Lassick, thank you so much for that. Let's give you the big bang boom for that. So where were we? Okay, let me get to the bottom of the chat. So I know where we were. Oh, Lunar Pilot. That's right. You're correct. Eric B says the baffle gives it away as well as the trigger. You guys knew what kind of. You guys are gun nuts. I don't know anything about guns. Never held a gun. Never shot a gun. Not that I'm against it. I think you have the right to own a gun if you want one. If I lived in the wilderness, I probably would. But I would like to go to a shooting range. I would like to try and do that. I've never done it. I'd like to see how bad I am at it. I've tried archery and I suck at it. I'm not so crap at darts. But you know what's really funny? I throw righty. And I'm a lefty. So go figure. Glenn, you'd be better off throwing it rather than firing it. Andy M wants to know if I know about the Grange Hermitage wine. Yes, I do know it, and I have drunk it. Emmett and Dana got it for Oisin O'Malley about 10 years ago, and we drank it outside of my deck. Yes, we drank it. It was very grassy. Very, very, very grassy. It's the most famous Australian wine there is. Penfolds. Very, very fancy wine. Eric B says, I totally agree. A good-looking rifle, but a total waste of taxpayers' loot. Glenn, it would be called the civil servant. It didn't work, and you couldn't fire it. Is that true? I don't know anything about guns, but that's nuts. So Joe wants to know what my thoughts are. I just think he's a sociopath. I mean, I don't think there's any conspiracy theories that he had a manifesto. Don't all sociopaths have a manifesto in their bag? You know how I know I'm not a sociopath? I've never written a manifesto. Who has manifestos? Hitler? Pol Pot? I mean, come on, it's crazy. Yeah, the thin line between genius and madness. Totally, Joe. Totally, a million times, yes. You know, he's what a promising career. He had really terrific education, and he comes from a very prominent family. He was afforded all the luxuries in life. He had some back issue. I don't know what that was about, but everybody has their issues. So, fuck you, man. Don't go killing people. That's ridiculous. And you know what? That guy was a father. But I like the other conspiracy theory that he was separated from his wife and his wife had him assassinated. I think that's an even better one. It's much better than he was gonna rat on Nancy Pelosi and she was gonna go to jail. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. There was another picture. What? Hold on. Well, it's coming right now. There was another picture. Sometimes when I hit the other button, oh, wait a second. There it is. Okay. Oh, there we go. There I am in the background. You guys are watching the Bastards show. Hi, Chitara. What a great shot. What a calico lady. And I just learned the other day that 1% of calicos, you guys informed me on that, 1% of calicos are males. Didn't know that was even possible. Oh, we love you, you sweet baby girl. We want more screen time on her, for sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Scotty. Thank you so much. Lord H. No name needed is here. Great gallery of bashtards. Julian, your work mesmerizes me, as does we all. And I say, dearest Julian, get a show together for this. How about this year, this early in this year, the springtime, so we can all converge on London town. We could all meet up. We could have dinner. We could have a Bashers treat, and the treat would be you showing off your art. I know you probably know gallery folks. Do a show. It'll give us all an excuse to have to go to London, a town I love to see all the time. Thank you so much for that. The SA-80 has been re-engineered by you guys are gun nuts. You Andy M too. Wow. Thoughts on the Soto Mets contract. Now, this is an American thing for you folks out there. He's talking about the newest Mets acquisition, something like $765 million over 10 years. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't want him. I'm a Mets fan. That's my team. I don't want him. I don't want anybody spending that kind of money, because I know that when you go to a game, you can't take it. Like a family of four can't go and afford a game. It costs hundreds of dollars to go. And why? Because of that. No ball player pay your teachers, pay your professors, pay your scientists, pay the people who the guys who pave the road, not a guy that's playing a game. I totally disagree with this. The MLB needs, Major League Baseball needs a salary cap in the worst way. It's absurd. It's absurd for somebody to play a game and then have all those months off to the year to go to strip clubs and buy Ferraris. And it's just gross. It's such a misappropriation of money for a game. And I'm a huge baseball fan. It's just out of control. What do you think, Joe? I think it's nuts. I didn't show Carolyn's pen. Did I not? Oh my God. And I asked for it. I even asked for it, Nick Sisto. Let me go find it. Where is it? One moment, please, for an operator that can assist you. Where is it? And I have everything all checked. Hold on, I'll get it right now. Oh, here it is. Okay, that is not it. Oh, and now I know that latte is not latte, it's latte. Like coffee, like you gotta phonetically get me to pronounce that correctly. So for all of you, thank you so much. Nick, you're the best at this, man. Thank you so much. You should be my co-pilot on this whole thing. This is Nick Sisto's pen, the official iBashers pen. How gorgeous is that thing? Next to his Waterman and his Mont Blanc. Look at that thing. iBashers red. What an absolutely gorgeous pen. I'm so glad you got it and are enjoying it. Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. And it looks great with your collection, with your fancy pens. Fantastic. And he said rhymes with coffee. So latte, right? That's what you said. Beautiful. Beautiful baby. You're so pretty. Oh my God. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. Oh, I love the big ears. Laverne had big ears too, the big pointy ones. Thank you so much, Nick, for that. Thank you so much. Pronounced like coffee, latte. Oh, pronounced like the like the coffee latte. Oh, okay, I was right. Okay, not latte. Okay, now I read it right. It's pronounced like the coffee, a latte. I love that. It's a cute name. Toffee. No, not toffee, Ray. Latte. Unbelievable. Thank you for that. I had it checked and I don't know why it didn't come up. Fortunately, the Grange is much better than the good old goon bag. Now that wine, I remember, I think they spent $900 on that bottle of wine. And that's crazy. I mean, I've spent money on wine, but I spent $900 on a bottle of wine, but I spent half of that because Asheen and I chipped in on a bottle of Chateau Petrus 1998. And that was the best bottle of wine I've ever tasted, I think, to me, I think. Just feels like maybe I was just prepped for it to be the best wine because it's Petrus, and Petrus is whatever. But man, my favorite wine is Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalonde, which is a deuxième, second growth Bordeaux. Man, it's expensive, but it's not in anywhere near in that range. And I actually love that other stuff that you've seen me drink on Friday nights, which is called Reserve de la Comtesse, which is like $60, which is fantastic. Unbelievable. Ray, Jim Lassick says, Ray, they are mini apes, 10 inches. Jim, what happened to your ape hangers? So that's so funny. Jim Lassick says, my fucked up shoulder will not allow me grips higher. Amazing. At the Tate Modern, he says. Give me the go ahead and I'll give my friend Chuck a call and see if he and William can lend me some space. Hey, Julian, that is no name needed, is giving you a heads up. If you need space for a gallery show in London town, give my friend Chuck, meaning King Charles. I wouldn't doubt if you knew them. You agree with the money on the Mets thing. It's disgusting. These are sports players. They're playing a game. It's entertainment. Entertainment people get paid way too much money. You know, everybody does. But it all depends on what you do with that money. What is he going to do with his money? I don't know. Is he a good person? I just think that these agents should all be. But now maybe the sociopath sniper should go after people like those agents. They're the worst. That is terrible. You are stealing money from the fans because paying those guys those exorbitant amounts of money for their salaries is just ludicrous. It's just all it does is price gouge. It's a $9 slice. Joe, I'm sure you went to the City Field. Cascarino's Pizza, which is a local Whitestone pizzeria, $9 a slice. $9 for a slice. I remember when pies were $8. It's nuts. Andy M and HK have made a fortune out of the British taxpayer on a rifle that should have been retired. You guys know too much about rifles. Holy crap. I do like the pen, but it is quite beautiful, isn't it? Hey, it's my friend Steve. Greetings, Hardcore Shutterbug. Greetings, Bashtarians. I never heard that conjugate before. You guys are talking about guns, guys. Thanks so much for the show. It is almost 6:30. Thank you so much for a wonderful and beautiful Speedy Tuesday. Wearing my Speedmaster. We got to look at the beautiful new pilot watch from Omega. I like him. Me like him. I'm going to do a lot of investigating more on that. Maybe I'll go see it in person and all of that stuff. I hope you guys are great. Remember, basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. These are all the beautiful Patreon Basheroonies. They're Jim Lassick, Andrew Wolkowitz, Moto Soto, Nick Sisto, Complicated Time, Farragut McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dane O'Malley, and Lord H. Dean McKenzie with his crazy speakers. I can't wait to see them. You're going to do an unboxing, I hope. The beautiful Al Benedetti, Angelo Minichello, Gasman 308, Danny L. Where you been? We love you. Dave Fahrenheit 51 got a song coming your way. David Simons, whoop whoop. Where are you today? Lady Rance Martin. Now you're just no name. Easy E, Mimi R, my good friend Chris, handsome Chris on the Upper East Side. Scott, they call him Scotty Love. The beautiful Jocelyn Bittenbender, Rain, Nader Pritz, Jonathan Badner, James M, Drew B, Mike Callan, C, Nord, Stuart H. Where have you been, Stuart H? Haven't seen you for a while. Jess and handsome Joe LaFaro. You guys are the best. And all the regular bashers come here every day to watch the show. I'm sorry about the YouTube algorithm nonsense crap and all the junk. Here's a super sticker from Nathaniel Hannon. Speaking of handsome guys. Oh, I needed you the other day. Did you watch? Oh, go. I'm not going to close the show. Real quick. You want to talk about Conclave for 2 minutes? Did you see it and what'd you think? And you don't need a translator because you speak Latin. I was like watching it with my father-in-law. He's like, why don't they put the subtitles on? I'm like, because it's like church. You don't understand Latin because you're supposed to be afraid of God. You're not supposed to really know what he's talking about. But it's just like, oh, I'm scared because it's Latin. Am I right or am I wrong? I'll give you bing, bang, boom for that. Let's go this guy. I'm just dying to know. I the whole time I was like, I gotta find out. What did Nathaniel think? Did you see it yet? Did you see Conclave yet? Did you see it? It's the most beautiful film I've seen this year. I loved it. Cinematography is astonishing. It's an adult film. It's got a great script. The acting is superb. The twist at the end, wow. Wowee. He goes, sure, we could talk about it. Send me a link. Send me a link to what? To the movie? It's on Amazon Prime. You can watch it. Have you not seen it? Do you not know what it is? You got to know what it is. You got me locked inside my love. Thank you so much. Overtime. Yeah, we went overtime. That's okay. Glenn Parker says, thanks for another great show. Aw, and the magnificent bashers, of which you all are magnificent. Guys, I can't thank you enough. You're the best. Millie C says, thanks. Thank you to everyone who comes to the show every day. I love Tuesday. I love starting it up. You have seen it. Okay. Send me a link. Oh, I didn't say we'll talk about it on the phone because you and I will be on here for an hour if we do it live. How about we'll talk about it tomorrow on the show? Conclave conversation all about Latin. I'll send you the link when we get on. Then you can, wear your shirt of your choice and all that stuff. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember, if you encounter unkindness, you can never be sure of what that person is going through. Give them enough rope to hang themselves or not. They could redeem themselves and you could have a brand new friend or a lover or a wife or a husband. You never know what this person's going through. Give them a little bit of room because it's important, because you don't know what people are going through. That's all I have to say. It's either they're the nicest person in the world or a